Right, guys. Can I give you something to drink along? Just another 5 minutes? I know, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. Thank you. Fresh meat. We age our cuts. So we're gonna use our cellar when we keep our meat and age them. So we've got the wet edge. The wet edge is the one we put them in a vacuum seal bag and store them for a certain period of time so that the meat matures. Okay. So the wet edge is our fillet, very soft and tender. It doesn't have any fat in it. And this one is a fillet on the bone. Only the fat runs along the bone. It gives a marrow flavor. And this one is the ram. The one you ordered is the ram. It's got a thick layer of fat on one side of it. Then here, this one is the sirloin. This one is the ribeye. The ribeye, the fat runs through the meat. There's no margins in the ribeye. And this one here is our T-bone. Our T-bone is more like the sirloin one side and fillet on the other side. And this one is our prime rib.
Very vegetable.
Yes, thank you. No mess is gonna make me full, so that's right.
Okay, so we had the steak. I had the sirloin steak, and he had the ram steak. And wow, what a beautiful and impeccable meal that was. It was so good. The steak, I had the medium rare. You also had the medium rare, and it was so phenomenal. I would absolutely recommend getting the steak here out in Durban. In KZN, KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah, it was so good. Maybe you want to add some to your thoughts?
It was really good. Thank you.
It is really... Okay, so we just went through the order. No, we did not do that. What did we do? We just went through the menu again, and we decided we're going to go for dessert. The best for last. So we decided to order the cheesecake topped with apple crumble. And I am so excited to see what it looks like. And yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Yay! just to get away from the norm, the routine, and to just unwind and relax. And sometimes that means like literally taking a flight to a different province, away from familiarity, and just stepping into that unknown. And yeah, and it's really been so peaceful. So like this morning when I woke up, like the first thing I made sure is to just step outside, open the windows, open the curtains, and just to get that first ray of sunlight in, and then proceeding with a cup of tea and then making breakfast. Just having that slow morning, a typical slow morning. Yeah, and ever since that start of the day, it's just been great. Although there were a few hiccups here and there. I think in the first vlog, you guys may have seen that we rented a car. So the initial car that we rented was a Toyota Starlet. And then when we got at the rental, like to pick up the car and actually drive it off, it was a Suzuki van. And we were just like so stoked and opgemaakt with this Suzuki van because it's such a huge car and it was so stylish. And we really enjoyed driving it. Well, not we or my husband, even though he struggled a bit to drive it because obviously you have to get used to it. It was a manual car. Yeah, it is a manual car. We're still present, yeah. Yeah, it was just, there was a lot of hiccups along the way. Like, even like when we were at the mall, the movie was at 7:15. We left there around 9:15. And all the security gates were like closed. It was enclosed. And we're like, how are we going to get out of here? We felt like, oh my word, this is a trap. And then, like, as we were driving, there was a security guard who said, no, you have to go up and up, like a lot of circles, because there were like a lot of levels to this mall. And eventually they said, no, you have to go like to level 6, and then from there you can go out. And fortunately, we didn't have to pay for the parking ticket, so that is good. And then, yeah, and then there was a point where on our way to the mall, we got stuck on the incline. That's like your worst nightmare, to get stuck on an incline, stalling, and then, yeah, in the van. But it's just fun. I guess it's very memorable. Like, it's something, there's a lot of things that happened. Maybe I'll share it in the next vlog when we are in Cape Town. But for now, I'm just living in the bubble of ridding myself of every kind of responsibility. And yeah, just basking in this, well, should I say, unfamiliarity. And yeah, just making the most of it. So now I'm just gonna probably make some tea. We're gonna chill on the couch, watch something, reflect, relax, and yeah, make it till we make it into the next morning. I'm saying a lot of things right now. Hopefully it will make sense someday. This is probably my good night message, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.